What's going on, YouTube? This is Unger to the Max coming at you with part 2 of episode 7 of Josh's Sports Vlogs tonight, and it's the second half. And as I promised, although a little bit delayed, my apologies for that, but it's the second half of Thunder Warriors. And right now, the Thunder have rolled off 11 straight points to take a 2-point lead. But in addition to the Warriors Thunder, I'm also watching this. Oh, Jeremy Stevens just beat Josh Emmett. Wow. That is a huge victory. Okay. Back to Thunder Warriors. The Western Conference is by far the better conference in the NBA right now. The East is kind of pathetic, if you ask me. I mean, yes, the Raptors are good. You have the Celtics, you have the Cavs. But other than that, I don't really see a great team other than those four in the East. I mean, Milwaukee's pretty good, but I don't consider them great. Washington's pretty good, although they've won like 8 of their last 10 or something. But I don't consider them great. Only Toronto. I always think Toronto, Boston, and Cleveland. Those 3. Oh, 3-pointer. And what's interesting is many of the all-stars in the Eastern Conference got traded to the West. Jimmy Butler traded from Chicago to Minnesota. Paul George traded from Indiana to Oklahoma City. And Indiana, at the time, I thought the Pacers got ripped off. Nah, that trade has worked out well for the Pacers. Although I think the Pacers should have gotten more for Paul George. Jeez, it is a back and forth game. Oklahoma City just had the lead, but now the Warriors just took the lead thanks to Kevin Durant. I know this is going to sound weird, and I talked about this a little bit in the first half of this, but I feel like Kevin Durant's legacy is tainted a little bit because he left Oklahoma City after blowing a 3-1 series lead against the Warriors. Even though he won an NBA championship with the Golden State Warriors, and you obviously can't take that away from him, but I just think his legacy is tainted a little bit. You can disagree with me if you want to. I do not mind, but as long as you understand what I'm saying, that's fine. But hang on 1 second. I had to let my 2 dogs out. But anyway, so I mean, on one hand, I get why Durant left, because it seemed like him and Russell Westbrook weren't really compatible together, and they had given it a try, tried to work it out for years. So I get that part. But on the other hand, I feel like maybe, I don't know. He started with the franchise, so I don't know. But by using that same logic, you could say that LeBron never should have left the Cavaliers in the first place. But then, if he never did that, then he would never have gone to Miami. And if he didn't go to Miami, he might not have eventually come back to Cleveland. And the Cavs might never have won the championship because they would have never gotten Kyrie, potentially. And there's just a lot of what ifs. And I love that about the NBA. There's so many what ifs. Hey, there's a Sunday night matchup between the two teams that I'm going to see on Sunday. The 76ers and the Wizards. So, that should be a decent matchup. The 76ers have honestly been one of the biggest surprises of the NBA. Hang on, let me turn up the volume. Here, I'm going to let you guys watch the game for a little bit. All right, so since this game involves the Warriors, I want to talk about the 2016 NBA Finals. And you might be saying, but Josh, it is 2018. Why are you talking about the 2016 NBA Finals? Just because there's something in there that I want to address. I know the Cavs look very different from that team, and it was Jeremy Stevens beats Josh Emmett by second round knockout in featherweight fight, which is 145 pounds. So that shakes up the UFC standings. Oh, nice dunk by Zaza Pachulia. Timeout, Oklahoma City, 65-59. But getting back to what I was saying about the 2016 NBA Finals. Late in Game 7, Jeff Van Gundy was constantly saying that the Cavs needed to get into their offense quicker because they were waiting until like 10 seconds left on the shot clock to do anything. Well, I respectfully disagree with that, and here's why. Because that's not... I think part of the reason the Cavs were doing that is because they knew how potent of an offense that the Warriors were that year, so they wanted to draw and take as much time off the clock as they could. At least that's my feeling about it. And I think that's the right decision. Why let your opponent have more time to run offense and score more points when near the end of the game and a championship is on the line? You could potentially slow the game down and force the Warriors to play defense. Isn't that an interesting idea? But speaking of the Cavaliers, I have never liked their offense with LeBron. I know that's going to sound weird, but it seems like the Cavs have always done like a isolation offense where it's let LeBron isolate and everybody else just stand around and wait for LeBron to do something, which to me you're not going to do well against other guys, against like the elite teams with that type of offense. Because like the defense can load up against LeBron, and then they don't have to worry about the other guys. So if the Cavs want to be more if the Cavaliers want to be more successful, I think we need to run an offense that's more about ball movement and having guys actually move around the court, and not just have everybody just stand there and go, okay, I'll just stand here and wait to catch the ball and then shoot it while LeBron tries to drive the lane. To me, that just doesn't work. Kevin Durant buries it for 3.3, and with about 5 minutes left in the third quarter, it is 68-61. Oklahoma City did go into Golden State earlier in the season and beat the Warriors by 20. I don't think that's going to happen tonight unless Thunder go on like a crazy run. Here's Steph Curry. Oh! I think that was partially blocked. Curry, yes. And I've heard analysts say Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter I've ever seen. And I understand that. But as I said, that doesn't mean he should get unanimous MVP. It just doesn't. There's more. There's more to the game than that. Like, do I think Westbrook should have won unanimous MVP last year? No. I think Harden definitely deserved to be in the conversation, which Harden should definitely win the MVP this season. At least so far. Even over LeBron. And I'm a Cavs fan, so that's saying something. But Westbrook, even with all his triple doubles, he didn't get unanimous MVP. Oh, Draymond Green's getting upset again. Let's see, is he going to get a technical? Ooh. Whoops. Sorry. Let's see what happened. That kind of set the two of them off. I'm going to rewind a little bit. Let's see if we can figure it out. Oh, I don't get it. Was it the contact with Draymond? Let me rewind one more time. All right. So here's Golden State's previous possession. Klay Thompson shoots. No. So here comes Oklahoma City. Carmelo drives. Oh, it's the contact. I'm surprised Carmelo didn't get a technical right away on that for throwing his headband like that. That is true. If either one of them, Carmelo or Draymond, gets a technical foul, automatic ejection. Automatic ejection because they both have one technical. Here's the replay of the play. Hang on, I'll rewind it one more time because we missed part of it. See him on the head. And that's where Anthony threw down the headband. Do you see anything that would constitute Carmelo Anthony throwing his headband down like that? I don't. What about you? Do you? Let me know in the comment section below. Was there anything on that play that that caught that you think resulted in Carmelo throwing his headband down? And here's another question I would love to hear your comments about. Is Draymond Green a dirty player? Is Draymond Green a dirty player? I honestly want to know from you guys. Do you think Draymond Green is a dirty player? Sorry, that's my dog barking. Remy, no bark! Ooh, Westbrook. Remy, no bark! Ooh, what happened to Westbrook? Hang on 1 second. No! Stop it! Sorry, I had to take care of my dog. She was barking like a maniac. Although that's what she is. She's a maniac. But back to this game. Westbrook with it. Dribbles. Nice pass. Nope. Already 2 minutes left in the third quarter. 75-66. Is it just me, or is this third quarter gone by really quick? Andre Iguodala buries it for three. 78-66 Warriors. 12-point game. Must have been like rally towel giveaway night or something. Because a bunch of the Warriors fans have rally towels, or those towels that you whirl around. They double team Alex Abrines. No. Rebound to Zaza Pachulia. And here come the Warriors. Durant. 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Durant making a series of dribbling moves. Shoots. No. Rebound. Curry. Nick Young buries it for three. 81-66. Jeez. Golden State has exploded in this. What? What? Okay. You have got to see this. Watch this. Carmelo gets it, and then just... Oh, I think he was partially blocked by Pachulia. Either that or he just botched the dunk. 81-66. But I have an interesting statistic about the Cavs Warriors. In 2015, the year after the Cavs and Warriors played on Christmas played in the finals the first time, that following Christmas game, they played each other on Christmas at Oracle Arena, and the Warriors won. And then on MLK night in Cleveland, the Warriors dismantled the Cavaliers. But who won the championship? That would be the Cavaliers. In 2000, last season, the Cavs Warriors Christmas game was in Cleveland, and the Cavs won that game. And the Warriors won the MLK game. Who won the NBA championship? The Warriors. Oh, I think Nick Young just hit a buzzer beater. But MLK last season on Christmas, the Warriors, the Christmas game was in Cleveland, and the Cavaliers won. And then MLK night in Golden State, the Warriors won. Who won the championship? The Golden State Warriors. This season, the Warriors won the Christmas game in Golden State, although it was a controversial ending, which I don't think that was a foul. I don't think the refs made the right call with that Kevin Durant play on LeBron James, but that's just my opinion. And then the Warriors flat out dominated the Cavaliers in Cleveland on MLK night. So could that mean that the Cavs are about to win the championship? Maybe. Maybe so. We'll see. But I think the Toronto Raptors are going to win the Eastern Conference, or get at least the number one seed in the Eastern Conference. I think the top three for the East will go Toronto, Boston, Cleveland. That's honestly how I think it'll go. But the Cavs will still figure out a way to get out of the Eastern Conference. But it won't be as easy, because potentially they'll have to face the Wizards, potentially face the Celtics, and in the conference finals, potentially face the the Raptors. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. Oh, that's just a Spurs commercial. That's just a commercial about the Spurs. But speaking of the Spurs, what? They used to be like a perennial power. Now it just seems like they're rebuilding. I think Marcus Aldridge should move to a different team, because I think the Spurs are starting to go into rebuilding mode. Kawhi Leonard, I don't know what's happened with him and the Spurs. I don't think Kawhi Leonard will be with San Antonio next season. Whether that's him getting traded or his contract might be up. So, I don't know. But Golden State, at the end of the third quarter, went on like a 14-0 run and capped off with a Nick Young buzzer beater three-pointer to go up 84-66. I'm just going to let you guys watch for a little bit. The Thunder didn't score the last 4 minutes, just like the Warriors went through that little stretch where they didn't score for 4 minutes. The Warriors don't look like the same team as last season. I don't know if it's maybe. I think it might. They don't have that same hunger to win a championship. I know that sounds crazy, and you might you might be looking at me like I have a third eye on my head, yeah. But I just don't know if the Warriors have that same drive because they've struggled a couple times. Like, they were winning by like 17 in Boston, but the Celtics were able to come back and win. Granted, they came back and beat the Celtics at Golden State in Oracle Arena, but like they lost to the Clippers. Nick Young just buried a three, so it's 89-67. So maybe they're proving me wrong, but there have just been a couple of times during the season where it just looked like the Warriors look content and they just don't have this like, well, maybe I stand corrected. It is now 91-67. So I think, no way Oklahoma City's winning by 20 tonight unless the Thunder like explode. 21 to Golden State is on a 21-1 run. A 21-1. Watch this play. Swaggy P. 3-pointer. I don't know if you just heard that, but Mike Breen just said that the Warriors have 31 assists on 35 of their field goals. 31 assists. The Warriors do a great job moving the ball. They have guys who demand the ball, but somehow they design this culture where they love to share the ball. That San Antonio at Cleveland game, as a Cavaliers fan, I'm excited for the game. But honestly, I think that game's lost a little bit of its excitement. Partially because of all the new guys for the Cavs. But just because San Antonio isn't as good as they have been. They've been having problems with Kawhi Leonard. Tony Parker hasn't stayed healthy. So, it's just, I don't know. Maybe they'll prove me wrong tomorrow. I mean, the Spurs did come out and destroy the Cavaliers by 20 in San Antonio. But, Oklahoma City, you should use a timeout. Golden State is on a 21-1 scoring run. 21-1. Jeez. Ay. I'm just glad the Cavaliers traded Isaiah Thomas so that the Celtics didn't have to worry about doing a video tribute for Isaiah Thomas the same night as Paul Pierce's jersey retirement. Which, congratulations to Paul Pierce. He deserves that. He was one of the clutchest players I have ever seen. One of the smartest small forwards I've seen. And just one of the toughest competitors. He got injured in one of the games during the 2008 NBA Finals, goes to the locker room, and then comes back out running and acting like he didn't even get injured, and goes, yeah, let's go, and comes out and has a monstrous game. Yeah, that's the type of competitor Paul Pierce was. So, Paul deserved that, but the fact that the Celtics were even considering doing a video tribute the same night as a video tribute for Isaiah Thomas the same night as Paul Pierce's jersey retirement, yuck. The Celtics were originally going to do it on January 3rd when Isaiah was still with the Cavaliers, and that was the first time the Cavs had played the Celtics in Boston. But Isaiah said that he didn't want that because, number one, he wasn't going to be playing, and number two, his family wasn't there. So the Celtics go, okay, we won't. So instead, we'll move it to February 11th. Oh, but what's February 11th? Paul Pierce's jersey retirement. Did they ask Paul Pierce about it before just saying, okay, we'll do Isaiah Thomas's video tribute the same night as Paul Pierce's jersey retirement? No, they did not ask Isaiah Paul Pierce about it. They just went ahead and said, okay, this is how it's going to be. Which I think is unfair. Paul Pierce played for the... Although, why am I talking about this? It's way past that, so... Alright, and the game's back on. Stephen Curry... Curry has been... I honestly think Stephen Curry has gotten better as a point guard. But has his defense improved? Not really. At least I don't think. Yes, he's gotten steals more, but just overall, I just don't think Curry's that great of an offensive player. Sorry, he's a fantastic offensive player. I said it wrong. I meant to say, I don't think Stephen Curry is that great of a defensive player. That's what I meant to say. And I don't think he ever will be a great defensive player. I think he'll always be a fantastic offensive player, but he's just never been a great defensive player, and I don't think he ever will be. $91-70. So Oklahoma City's not totally out of this game, but Oklahoma City needs to get something going like now. Otherwise, the avalanche of the Warriors' offense is just going to keep going. And, well, that... Oh, technical foul has just been called on Paul George, I think. Yeah, technical foul on Paul George. Let's see. There he is talking with the ref. And I think Mark Jackson said it earlier. Said it a little bit earlier. I think, Paul George, the defender, doesn't get the call against the defender when somebody else is guarding him. But he gets called for a foul. That doesn't add up. But it is what it is. It's 94-70 now. It looks like the Warriors have found their swagger. So that brings up the question. Are they going to try and... Are they going to... Ooh, that's good. Speaking of the Rockets and the Celtics, next Saturday at 8:30, that'll be the Saturday primetime matchup in Houston. Boston and Houston. That should be a fantastic game. Steven Adams shooting the free throw. Misses. 94-70, about 7 minutes to go in this game. And I'm going to keep going because I promised to go the full game in 2 parts. And I went the whole first half, so I'm going to keep going the full second half. Sean Livingston, he's bounced around. I think he actually played for the Cavs for a little bit. That sounds right. I think Livingston played for the Cavs, and then he played for the Brooklyn Nets. So, but he's really found his groove with the Warriors. 96-70. And this was supposed to be a competitive game. And it was, at least in the first half. Yeah, but now it's not. It's 96-70 with about 6 minutes to go. So, since it's such a blowout, let's see what other college basketball is on. And I'm not going to go to Arizona, Oregon. All right, I will. I don't know much about this whole FBI college basketball issue that's been going on involving Arizona and other programs, so I'm not going to comment on it. And I'm just going to go back to Warriors Thunder as Klay Thompson hits a 3, and it's 99-73. And like I said, I thought this game was going to be competitive. Well, it was. Here are the Western Conference standings. And look, San Antonio has the 3rd best record, but wow, the Clippers are actually somehow in contention for the playoffs. What? The Houston Rockets have won 11 straight games. 11. That's 1-1. That's impressive. I feel bad for Jimmy Butler, though. He was doing so well for the Timberwolves. Although it's not an ACL strain like they thought. But, I don't know. I don't think the Timberwolves are going to be as good of a team without. I don't think the Timberwolves are as potent of a team without Jimmy Butler. And it is now a 28-point game. Golden State, 101-73. What a turnaround. After it being a close game pretty much all of the first half, the Warriors it was like the Warriors were letting the Thunder feel like they could be in this game. And then the Warriors just decided, nah, we're gonna like be serious now and actually try and win. And when they do, this is what happens. That's just how it is. It's honestly unfair at times. It's unfair. The Warriors, with their ball movement and the depth they have, it sometimes just take your will. That's how I sum it up. They take your freaking will and just go, okay, we're gonna throw you in the garbage. Bye. I mean, that's what they did with the. That's what they did when Steve Kerr allowed his players to be the head coach, to draw plays and all that. So, hang on, just gotta let my dogs out super quick. Okay. So, what was I just talking about? I don't remember what I was just talking about. Shoot. Oh, I remember. I'm excited that American Idol is coming back on March 11th. I just wanted to throw that out there. Their first two games for Oklahoma City against the Warriors, in the first two games of the season series, Oklahoma City was playing up 116.5 points in those two games, and their field goal percentage was at 46%. Tonight, 73 points and 33% field goals, or 33% for their field goal percentage. It's just been the Warriors' defense, the Thunder taking bad shots. It's just bad. It's a combination of all those things. Golden State went on a 31-7 run. 31-7 run. And it seemed like it all started after that altercation between Draymond Green and Carmelo Anthony. Wow. It's 101-73. And it was a 4-point game. Ugh. About 4 minutes to go, 101-73. So, this game is pretty much over. There's no way the Thunder are coming back. But I'm going to keep going because I want to. And I made a promise that I would go for the entire game in 2 parts. So that's what I'm doing. Hang on 1 second. Gotta go let my dogs in. But, oh, here's something. As you know, I'm a Cavaliers fan. And the past 3 years, the NBA Finals have been what? Golden State against Cleveland. And a lot of people are saying that's the inevitable NBA Finals matchup for a 4th straight year. And as a Cavaliers fan and as a general NBA fan, I'm not sure I want that. And maybe that's because I think the Warriors will just dominate the Cavs. But I think it's also because I want a new matchup. Maybe Boston Golden State. Maybe Boston Houston, or Cavaliers Houston, or Cavaliers Oklahoma City if the Thunders can somehow get to the finals. But I kind of would just prefer a new matchup. But I think it's inevitable. It will be in the inevitable matchup of Golden State Cleveland. And even though the Cavs we made all these trades, getting rid of Dwayne Wade, Jay Crowder, Isaiah Thomas, Channing Frye, Derrick Rose, and I'm probably forgetting other people, and getting George Hill, Rodney Hood, George Hill, Rodney Hood, Jordan Clarkson, and Larry Nance, it wouldn't be enough to beat this Warriors team in the finals. No way. Not even when Kevin Love comes back. No. And again, that's probably part of it, is that I don't think we could beat the Warriors in the series. At most, it would go, a series between the Cavs and Warriors would go 5 games. 5 games, maybe, if that, maybe a sweep. It's 107-75. And Oklahoma City had come into Golden State earlier and beat them by 31, or by 20. And that's a game after the Warriors gave up like 125 points against the LA Clippers. Against the Los Angeles Clippers. So, I thought the game after that, the Thunder would be able to come in and put up the same amount of points and just do whatever they want. But the Warriors have proven me wrong, for sure. They played excellent defense this entire game. About a minute left. And like I said, I'm going till triple zeros. Zaza Pachulia scores is 109-75. And this is the same Oklahoma City Thunder team that put up 148 points against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Granted, the Cavaliers weren't the same team that they are now. And the Warriors are definitely way better than, or not way better, but the Warriors are better than the Cavs. So, even as a Cavs fan, I'm not afraid to admit that. Warriors are, 109-77 with about a minute remaining. I don't even know why the Warriors are still playing defense. They know they're going to win. 109-77. This is a 4-game season series, so they have one more game in Oklahoma City. I wish the season series between Houston and Golden State was a 4-game season series. Oh! But it was only a 3-game season series, and Houston won that season series. So that could be big if the two teams are tied at the end of the regular season for first place. 21.5 seconds. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this 2-part live stream of Warriors Thunder. I enjoyed doing it. And the final seconds tick away. 4, 3, 2, 1. The final score, the Golden State Warriors 112. The Oklahoma City Thunder 80. As I said, I hope you guys enjoyed watching these 2-part videos, and I will see you guys next time. This is Unger to the Max, signing off. Salute, go Cavs, and go Jackets. Bye.